So today I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, and the first question I want to ask you is, who loves you?
My mommy.
How do you know that she loves you?
Because she gives me scary stories.
She tells you scary stories?
And
Does she give you big hugs and kisses?
yeah.
What else does she do to show you that she loves you?
She does my hair. She buys me pants and shoes and socks and shirts.
So that's how you know that she loves you?
Yeah.
Well, my next question for you is, how can you show respect for another person's body?
Don't punch them. Don't hit. Don't punch them in the face. Don't pushy. Don't kick your butt and their body.
So that's how you respect their body?
Yeah.
Bro, how are you doing today?
Good.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, and my first question for you is, how do you have respect for someone? Like, how do you show someone respect?
You tell them you want to play with me.
Okay.
And if they're lonely, you can tell them you want to be my friend.
It's okay if he doesn't.
So, who in your life loves you?
My mom and my dad.
How do you know that they love you?
Because they're my two parents and they buy me they buy me everything that I want from the Dollar Tree.
From the Dollar Tree? Do they give you big hugs and kisses and they tell you that they love you? Hi, Brianna. So today I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. And my first question to you is, what does it mean to have total respect for another person?
To have a total respect for another person, like to respect somebody. Like, so if you respect somebody, it's like you're giving them something, and like they're a sister to you, or like they're a relative, and like you love them so much, like you'll die for them, like they're your zombie apocalypse partner. They'll always be there for you, and you'll always be there for them, and you'll always have their back.
So my next question for you is, what is authentic love? Like, what do you think it means?
To me, authentic love is like a wife and a husband getting married. They're so happy together, and they love each other so much.
3. Hi, Tommy. How are you doing today?
Hi, I'm doing good.
Okay, so the first question I want to ask you is, what is chastity? Like, what do you think it means?
I'm thinking of chastity as I think it's chastity as when you respect someone's body and don't look at them like in a weird way.
Okay, so you're saying that chastity is when you respect somebody's body and you don't look at them in a weird way? Okay, well, that's exactly what the church says. It's how you view somebody and respect them, and basically you don't treat them in a bad way. Okay, so my next question for you is, how can you treat your body and other people's body as sacred?
I think you could treat your body and other people's body as sacred when you go to church every Sunday, or as when you have time open, and then you pray at night. You know how they say, the family that prays together stays together?
I think human sexuality is based on what a person or how a person is created or was created. It could be obviously a woman and a man. That's where it starts. And then it goes into what is called a relationship between a man and a woman. It could be a relationship, sexuality. Is also, I believe, how the person is made. The difference between a woman and a man can be the difference, obviously, how a woman is different to a man. What else? Sexuality can be, the relationship part could be, human sexuality can be the relationship between a man and a woman, which is a softer, more in, what do you say, a deeper, more intimate relationship between a man and a woman. That is my answer.
What does God have to do with sexuality?
Well, in my opinion, God has everything to do with sexuality because He created a man and a woman. He created a man and a woman to be together, not only spiritually and physically, but mentally, but also sexually, which is something that creates a miracle. I believe He created us in love, and this is what brings a man and a woman together. So sexuality is a big part, and God has, I think, everything to do with this aspect.
What is the difference between chastity and abstinence?
To me, the difference between chastity and abstinence is you can abstain from something, especially when it relates to sex. I think you can abstain from having sex. That means you can not be having sex, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you are chaste. You could be looking at pornographic sites or just other ways, looking lustfully at people or using other people in a way that violates their dignity. So chastity to me is more like you strive to live a whole, like, and pure lifestyle. Like, not a lifestyle, I don't even want to say lifestyle. I think it's just being whole in your life, like putting God first and knowing that everything else comes after that, so that even in your relationships, God is first, and you give yourself dignity, you ask for the dignity you deserve, and you give that dignity and respect to other people in the same way.
What is one song, not a religious one, that you know of that invites you to authentically love?
I think I want to say John Legend, the song All of Me, only because it talks about the other person being the end and the beginning, and just loving that person for who they are, not for what you want them to be. And I think that's what, to me, authentic love is. It's like sacrificial love. It's the kind of love where you're looking out for that other person's well-being more than you are for yourself, I think. And I think that song really expresses that thought, and that, not just the emotion, but just the idea of loving the other person completely and just unconditionally.
¿Qué es el amor auténtico?
El amor auténtico es conocer una persona, es conocerla por tiempo, comunicarse con ella, hablar con ella, la confianza, tener confianza a una persona, ese es un amor auténtico y, y para toda la vida, un amor que dura para toda la vida es un amor auténtico.
¿Qué tiene que ver Dios con el amor?
Dios tiene que ver mucho con el amor, muchísimo, porque primeramente nos crió a todos nos crió a los humanos, crió al hombre, después a la mujer, ¿para qué? Para que tuviera amor, para que tuviera compañera y y después pues crió que tuvieran hijos, porque eso es el amor, la familia. Aparte de la familia, también él murió por amor, por toda la humanidad. Eso es un amor muy grande pues eso es el amor. Lo que tiene que ver el amor con Dios es eso. El sacrificio y el que Él hizo también por nosotros para morir por la cruz y el habernos creado es amor. Y todavía el tenernos con vida, darnos todas las maravillas que tiene el mundo, eso es amor. Y Dios siempre tiene que ver con el amor por todo lo que Él ha creado, porque nos ha creado a nosotros y por todo lo que Él ha creado.
At first, doing this project, it seemed a little hard because I wasn't quite sure what to expect from the answers. But throughout this project, I was surprised by all the different perspectives, and I learned a lot of how society has influenced a lot of the younger generations because while interviewing them, I noticed how there was a trend of them associating their love with materialistic things and what the parents provided them over the actual actions of what the older generations have experienced. And I could see that society has influenced them a lot because when it came to asking the older generations, they associated love with their faith and with God and how it is between people and that you're supposed to actually show the person not just through gifts and things but more so through your actions. One of the best ways to influence the younger generation is through communication of the church teachings between the older generations and the newer generations. I feel that this project has made me aware of my part in talking about love, relationships, and living out my purpose.